Beautiful friends, we are going to get started today either cross-legged or kneeling in the center of your mat, whichever feels better in your body today. And then taking your hands down onto your knees, let's just get nice and comfy here. So starting to find a little bit of a sway, a rock from side to side. Maybe you begin to let go through the neck, find some movement through the shoulders. Just starting to tune into your physical body and how it's feeling today. There's no right or wrong here, just enjoying whatever feels good for you. Just taking another breath or two like this. And then coming all the way back up to seated, soften through the shoulders and closing down through the eyes or softening the gaze. As we begin to land in this space, can we find a little bit more spaciousness and length from the base of the spine to the crown of the head? And then just starting to allow the muscles of the face, the jaw, the throat to release. Each breath being received by a soft and gentle belly. And just starting to lovingly dissolve away with the breath any tension or gripping that you might be feeling in the hips, the thighs, or the lower back. And we'll begin our practice today by taking 3 beautiful rounds of cleansing, releasing breath together, where we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. This is just a beautiful practice to really land here centered with our breath in the moment and let go of the day that's been or the day that is to come. So when you're ready, joining me, taking a deep breath in, exhale, let it go. Well done. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Just allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. And placing one palm on your belly, one palm on your heart, feeling the warmth of your hands on your body. And taking a moment to set an intention for your practice, perhaps something that you might want to take off of the mat and into your day so that we're moving with purpose together for this next time on the mat. Feeling the curve of a smile spread across your lips. And feeling a curve of a smile spread across your heart. And taking one more deep breath in here. Feel your body enlivened and refreshed. And as you exhale, just taking the hands back onto the thighs and gently opening up through the eyes. Let's start to move through the spine. So as we inhale, draw the elbows back, shine the heart and collarbones forward, lift the gaze. As we exhale, round from the tail, draw the belly back, round through the shoulders, chin to chest. Continuing here, inhale to open the heart, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale to round and release. Really taking your time with your breath now. Inhaling to open. One last time. Exhale to round it back and release. Take hold of your knees. Really just let yourself hang back so the elbows go straight, the chin falls to the chest. Feel that beautiful space you're creating between the shoulder blades. And then coming all the way back up, rolling the shoulders up and down. Let's start to move into the sides of the body now. So just flowing from side to side, starting to open the sides of the waist, the ribs. And taking your time with your movement here. And then we'll all meet with the left hand down on the mat, the right arm up and over. On your next inhalation, open up through the top arm so our arms are on a beautiful diagonal here. As we exhale, top hand comes down, reaches towards the mat and our other hand, a little gentle twist here. Continue to flow. Inhale to open and expand, shine the heart up. Exhale to close. Last one, inhaling to open and exhale to close. And again, coming back to our beautiful little side bends here from side to side, just flowing gently and softly through space until we meet with our right hand down, our left arm up and over. On the inhale, open out to a diagonal, take the gaze high. As you exhale, reaching top hand down to the bottom. Inhale as you open, press the mat away with your bottom arm. And exhale to close it down. Last one, inhale to open, take up space. And exhale to release. Come all the way back up. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, so taking your hands down in front of you, shoulders over wrists, hips over the knees, as we start to move through some cat-cow. So inhale, belly drops, heart draws through. Exhale, round the spine, spread the palms, press the mat away. Continuing to move just like this. Or if you'd like to add any other movement in here on all fours, maybe shifting the hips, rounding through the sides. Again, just a little invitation to move in a way that feels good for you. Let's just take one more full breath in here. And then exhale, coming up to kneeling, float your hands to heart center. Interlace the palms, come all the way to high kneeling, arms stretch up and overhead, beautiful yawn open here. And exhale, sit the hips back down, find child's pose, arms stretch out in front, the forehead comes to the mat. Feel free to find a little bit of a rock or movement, a sway with the hips here as we start to release to the lower back. And we're going to find that sequence again once more. So inhale, coming onto the knees, hands to heart, stretch the arms up and overhead, breathe here. Then exhale, sitting back to child's pose, arms out long. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Threading right arm underneath. So taking the right cheek to the mat. Resting here, just in a little bit of a twist. Feel the beautiful opening through the back of the right shoulder. Keeping your hips anchored, the left palm spread, pressing down and forward into the mat. Just one more breath in. And coming back to center, we'll take it to the other side, threading left arm underneath. Again, keeping the right arm long, the hips nice and anchored. Breathing that twist down into the belly. One more full breath in. And coming back to center as we make our way all the way forward, round through the spine. And then bending the elbows in by the sides, lowering ourselves all the way down onto the mat. Keep the hands where they are. Just find a little bit of a sway with the hips from side to side. From here, let's come to Sphinx pose. So starting to open front of the body, bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, spread the palms, and then start to press the mat away with your forearms as we shine the heart forward and through. Now it might feel more comfortable for you to bring your feet a little wider apart and point through the toes, drawing the belly forwards, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Just taking one more deep, beautiful breath into the front of your body here. Well done, my friends. As we exhale, we're going to interlace our palms, tuck our toes, and we're going to either come onto kneeling, coming towards a low plank, or we lift the knees up as we start to fire up and engage through our core. So shoulders are stacked over the elbows, thighs are engaged, belly is engaged. Really bringing in this sense of determination and strength, which will carry all the way throughout our day here. Continuing to allow that breath to flow smoothly down into the belly. Staying for one more deep breath in. Beautiful, well done. Exhale, take the knees down, lower the belly down again. Finding that little rock with the hips from side to side. And from here we'll find locust pose, so interlacing the palms behind the back. Now your feet can stay down on the mat or the legs might lift up here. But let's create a little bit of space and length by tucking under, lengthening the lower back. Then lifting up as we press the palms together, gaze is forward. Engage the belly. Strong through the legs, maybe they lift, maybe they don't. Keep that breath flowing. For one more full breath in. Well done. As you exhale, lower back down. Take the hands by the sides again, a little baby rock from side to side. And then let's tuck our toes and press back to child's pose, hips to heels, just opening into the bottoms of the feet as well, finding a little bit more sinking through the heart and the shoulders here. Taking a deep breath in and out. Again, floating forward, shoulders stack over the wrists, spread your palms, lift up through the knees. And as we exhale, press back to downward facing dog, send your hips back and high. Now prioritizing length in the spine, so keep your knees as bent as you need here. Maybe finding a little pedal out, straightening one leg at a time as we keep the sit bones shining up towards the sky. Just taking another breath or two like this, palms spread, even weight through the inner and the outer edges of the hands. And then settling in your downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, take the right leg high, three-legged dog. Then we're going to bend the knee and open through the hip, bringing the heel to the buttocks and the knee up towards the sky. Finding a little bit of rotation through that top ankle. So just moving nice and slow and nice and smooth. A nice variation can be to come down onto that left forearm. Just take one more breath in here. And then squaring back to three-legged dog, we're going to draw the knee forward to tiger curl, again engaging the belly, stepping that right foot forward and through. We're going to take our back foot down to 45 degrees so it's flat on the mat, and then floating the arms up and overhead, Virabhadrasana, warrior one. Shoulders are squared towards the front of the room and lunging deeply into that front leg. We're engaged through our back thigh, turning out, connection into the back foot. Release the hands behind the back, open out through the heart and the chest as we lift here. And as we exhale, come forward to humble warrior. We bow forward, let the head hang so the gaze is towards the back foot. Arms falling over and in front. Pausing here. Taking one more full breath in and out. Lunge a little deeper. Beautiful. As you inhale, come all the way back up, straightening the front leg, arms rising up and overhead. Step your back foot forward just slightly here, and then taking your hands down onto your hips or finding reverse prayer as we come to pyramid pose. So drawing the right hip back, our hips and shoulders are square to the front of the room. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the front of the body. As you exhale, start to fold forward until you feel the stretch in the back of the right leg. Now your front knee can be slightly bent here if you need. Keep drawing the right hip forward and lengthening through the crown of the head so the spine is nice and long and straight, drawing the belly back. Breathing here. One more full breath in and out. As you inhale, rise all the way back up again, arms overhead. As we exhale, hands to heart, bend the front knee. As we transfer our weight forward, perhaps starting to lift up through the back leg, finding warrior three. Again, extending back through the heel, reaching through the crown of the head. Take one more full breath in. Step it all the way back, interlace the palms, arms rise up and overhead. As we exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot, step it back, high plank position. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, lower with control. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. We nearly lost me off the side here. Take one more full breath in and out. Beautiful. Inhale, take the left leg high, bend the knee, open through the hip. Drawing the heel to the buttocks and the knee to the sky. Again, finding little gentle circles with that top ankle. Nice option to take the forearm down onto the mat. Just taking one more breath in here, opening through the hip. And then squaring back to three-legged dog. Draw the knee forward, tiger curl, shoulders stacking over the wrists. Stepping the left foot forward and through. Take your back foot down to 45 degrees, then floating arms up and overhead. Virabhadrasana one, warrior one. Shoulders square to the front of the room. Take a full breath in. Keeping that beautiful lunge, exhale, hands come to interlace behind the back. As we inhale, roll shoulders open, lift through the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Take the gaze to your back foot, let the head hang here. Deep lunge remains. Inhale, rise all the way up, straighten the front leg, arms reach up and overhead. Step the back foot forward slightly, and then hands come down to our hips or reverse prayer. Preparing for pyramid pose, inhale, lift the heart, open front of the body, draw the left hip back. As we exhale, fold forward until you feel the stretch behind your left leg. Lengthening through the crown of the head, your knee can be as bent as you need. And breathing here. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Well done. Arms float up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend the front knee as we transfer weight forward and perhaps start to open up into our warrior three. Reaching through the crown of the head, finding that beautiful T shape. Take one more breath in. And step it all the way back. Interlace the palms as we reach arms up and overhead. Find your balance, stretch tall. Exhale, bend the front knee. Take the hands down to the mat. Step it back, high plank. Deep and full breath in. Lengthen the spine as we exhale, lower chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, shine the heart forward. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, and pause here. Find your breath, find your center. Let's find some spinal rolls. So rising up onto the toes, round through the tail and the shoulders, carry your weight forwards, and then bend the knees, send the hips back and high, arching like a cat to downward facing dog. And again, inhale, rising onto the toes, draw the belly up, round forward, bend the knees, send the hips high, downward facing dog. One last time, inhale to round forward. Enjoying that movement in your body. Well done. Inhale, let's rise onto the toes, look forward. Take as many little steps towards the top of the mat as you need. And then find your forward fold. Knees can be nice and bent here. Maybe finding a little bit of a sway from side to side. And then just heel toeing the feet out a little bit wider. We're going to sit the hips down to Malasana, our yogi squat. So some of us might like to stay up a little bit higher. Others dropping the hips, lifting the heart, bringing the elbows to the inside of the knees. Pressing the palms together, lifting the heart to the thumbs, and resting here. Deepening your breath. This is such a beautiful pose to open into our ankles, our knees, our hips. Such an important pose to keep our mobility as we get older. So just taking one more beautiful breath in here. And as you exhale, hands come back down. Heel toe the feet back underneath the hips. Option just to keep the hands down on your mat or interlace the palms behind the back. Let the head hang. Breathing here. One more full breath in. Release the hands down to the mat. Inhaling to half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms rise all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Taking a little moment here, perhaps closing down through the eyes. Just coming back to that intention that we set earlier today together. Seeing that thing clearly, feel the smile spread across your heart. And take one more full breath in. Release hands by the sides. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rising up. Exhale down to Utkatasana, chair pose. So send the hips back, keep the heart lifted, finding some challenge here. So it's always great to add a challenging posture or something challenging, even a cold shower in your morning routine. Something just to really set up that mindset of just conquering your day, mastering your mind, mastering your body. So taking one more full breath in here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms rise up. We're going to move through Sun Salutation A as we exhale, fold forward and release. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump it back. Lower with control, knees down or lifted, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog, elbows drawing in. Exhale, tuck the toes, find downward facing dog and pause here. 3 breaths. Inhale, rise onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump to the top of the mat, forward fold, release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, arms rise all the way up. Exhale, hands back through heart center, release by the sides. And again, inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward, release. Inhale to half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands come down, step it or jump back, lower with control, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog and pause, 3 breaths here. Again, keep your knees nice and bent if you need, really prioritizing that length and space in the spine. Palms are spread, sit bones high. Inhale, onto the toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or float to the top of the mat, forward fold, release. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise it all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands back to heart center and release down by the sides. Now it's nice to finish off our practice with a little bit of balancing to find some focus for the day. So just taking your eyes down towards your toes, drawing the toes up off the mat, spreading them out as wide as you can, and then lowering just the pinky toe and then the next little toe. If you've never done this before, it can feel really strange. For some reason, it helps to use the hands as well. So lowering one at a time until all 10 toes are grounded and connected to the earth. Then growing up nice and tall here, transferring weight to your right leg, drawing the left knee in towards the chest. Bringing your left foot either to the inner thigh, the shin or calf as we come to tree pose. Vrksasana, hands come to heart center. Everything here is drawing in and up like a tree. So we're rooted and grounded and we're growing and lifting here. Option to open and expand your arms. Taking one more full breath in. And wherever you are, exhale, take your hands back to your heart center. We're going to use our hands, to take the ankle on top of the right thigh, finding figure 4 stretch, drawing the left toes back to the knee. So just opening through the outer edges of the hips, breathing here. One more full breath in and out, release the foot. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, hands back to the heart. This time taking your weight into the left foot, again spreading through the toes, active through the foot. Draw the right knee into the chest, grow tall. And then bring your right foot to the inside of the ankle, the shin or the thigh. Right knee pressing out, hands to the heart. Breathing here, drawing everything in and up, growing tall. Option to express your arms however feels good for you today. Taking one more deep breath in. And hands float back to heart center. We're going to guide the right ankle on top of the left thigh, flexing the foot. Find your balance. And then start to bend through that left knee for a standing figure 4 stretch. Choose your drishti, your gaze point with your eyes. One focus. Focus on the breath. Beautiful. One more full breath in. And release that foot back down to the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, standing tall, palms to heart center. Interlace the hands, exhale, round the spine, draw the belly back. Inhale, arms rise up and overhead. Exhale, release the hands behind the back, interlace the palms. Inhaling to open, lift the heart and the chest. Exhale, hands come back to heart and pause here. Rolling the shoulders up and back a few times until you find your center, find your comfort and ease here. And as we go out into our days today, knowing that on the surface this day may seem or look the same as every other day, but in fact, it isn't. Every person that you see, every cloud in the sky, every color in the sky, every bird, every tree has never been the same before and will never be the same again. So may we move off our mats and out into our days with a sense of wonder for everything and everyone that we see. Because we woke up today And we are here, we are blessed. So taking a deep breath into your heart once more. And exhale, release. And thank you so much for joining me here today. May we all be happy, may we all be healthy, may we all live our lives with ease. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.